All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys get all the updates whenever we release video content on the channel. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. Salute to my brother A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. Make sure y'all following us on social media on our Instagram. Also, make sure that you guys check out our Facebook channel, facebook.com/Ticket TV. All these links are going to be in the description box below. You guys can also catch our podcast show. Make sure y'all subscribe to our podcast show. We'll have all the hidden content that you guys didn't see from our podcast show. So all of the links will be pinned below. Salute to everybody who donates to the stream. And we're going to get ready to get started with this stream today now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Much love, honor, respect, and appreciation.
All right, you guys. So salute to everybody watching this video. Press 2 if y'all can hear me in the comments. Got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Press 2 if you guys can hear me in the comment section. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. Appreciate y'all tapping on in. Good morning to y'all. Y'all can hear me? All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get it. So I have some breaking news for you guys this morning coming out of TMZ. Now, according to reports. So first of all, we all saw last night that Mayor Eric Adams for New York, sitting Mayor Eric Adams was indicted late last night. His indictment will be unsealed this morning to find out what his charges are. Now, his charges, we already know they're separate from Diddy's. He got other things going on, but he is the guy who gave Diddy the keys to New York City and then asked for him back after the whole fiasco went down. And, now he has been indicted. Now, nobody knows whether or not his case, will intertwine with Diddy's case. But this situation has taken a big turn. Now, this morning, I have some breaking news for you guys that came out early in the morning out of TMZ. Now, apparently, I told you guys yesterday there was a report that came out on Media Takeout that said that Diddy was considering taking a plea deal to where he would get 1 year in prison if he gave up everybody. And, people was wondering, well, who does Diddy have to give up? Well, we're seeing now that there are higher people that are getting indicted by the feds for other different things. Now, we don't know if Mayor Adams, because he has sexual assault allegations against him coming back from 93 too. So we don't know if that is twined into his federal indictment or what. There's more so people thinking that we all think that has something to do with campaign and things that have went on behind the scenes in New York down there in the mayor's office. But with Diddy, according to the reports from TMZ, and according to the reports from TMZ, they're saying that he will testify in the case. Now, according to the reports, his lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, basically has come out and stated in a new TMZ documentary that's coming out that Diddy is going to take the stand and testify in court. This is the most dangerous thing any lawyer could allow his client to do. But they have it all on the line. And he says that Diddy is willing to he's going to take the stand and tell the truth about everything. Now, here's the thing. Once Diddy takes the stand, they're saying that it is going, he's open now to cross-examination, which means that any and all the evidence, the videos, everything, all of the evidence that they was found in the trial, he will have to answer for on the stand. That means all the questions about people who are allegedly in these videos, Diddy will have to answer for on the stands. Again, normally a lawyer would not allow his client to take the stand in this type of situation and testify. Apparently, though, Diddy's lawyer sees no other option but to allow his client to take the stand in this case and testify. Now, man, this could get crazy because nobody knows what Diddy's going to say on the stand. We already know he's going to deny any wrongdoing, but when he's questioned and cross-examined by the prosecution, and when he's questioned about certain things and people who were at certain events and people who are in certain videos, now that's going to get tricky because we don't know what Puff's answer is going to be. Nobody knows where Puff's mind is. I told you guys, a lot of people are turning on Puff and becoming witnesses for the feds. So a lot of people that would normally be his co-defendant, a lot of people that normally would be Diddy's co-defendants have joined the feds and have turned to the feds and turned on Diddy. You understand what I'm saying? And so they're testifying against Diddy. So now Diddy's getting on the stand, and Diddy, he's going to have to testify, and nobody knows if he's going to go against all these people and say, I don't know if is he going to go Nino Brown on these people? His lawyer just came out and said that Diddy is going to take the stand and testify in an unbelievable move. You have never seen, I'm going to tell you this right now, the last thing you ever want to do in any case is let your client testify. Matter of fact, let me give you guys an example. Yesterday, in the Young Dolph murder trial, that is not a federal case. That's just a state murder trial, right now. The victim, or excuse me, the not victim, the person accused of killing Young Dolph straight drop, or Justin Johnson is his name. After the prosecution brought out all the evidence, and I mean they had phone evidence, video, photo evidence, everything to link him to the crime. His lawyer, he got up on the stand and said, I refuse to testify, and stood down. So after all the evidence they brought out, he had a chance to take the stand and testify on his behalf. He refused to testify. He'll leave it in the hands of the judge because he knows he's toast anyways with all the evidence they put out. So he refused to testify. Puff is agreeing to testify. And now he's going to get on the stand. Remember, y'all, even in the O.J. Simpson trial, O.J. Simpson did not testify. O.J. Simpson did not testify in his trial, in the murder trial. His lawyers, Johnny Cochran, would never let O.J. Simpson get on the stand and testify because of what could happen to you in cross-examination. But Diddy's lawyer has announced on TMZ that Diddy will take the stand in his trial against the feds and testify. And that means a lot of people got to be shitting bricks right now, man. Because nobody can get to him except for his lawyer and immediate family. Nobody knows what Diddy's going to say. Now, when his family talks to him, they'll probably relay to him some of the things certain people are saying now in the public. You know what I'm saying? But this is, bro, this is unprecedented. Diddy's going to take the stand, bro. And that means if Diddy takes the stand, the question is he going Nino Brown on everybody? Is he going out with a bang? And is he going to put it on everybody and say, hey, look, I ain't doing nothing wrong. All them people you seen in them videos right here, that dude, her, him, this was, they all consented to doing this. If he does that, and all the celebrities you guys know, all of the actors, singers, alleged preachers, congressmen, and all these people that's in the video, man. You know how Diddy say all up in the video, man, this is gonna get crazy, y'all. This is gonna get crazy, y'all. So his lawyer says that Diddy cannot wait to get on the stand and defend himself. And he says that Diddy plans on telling the truth on the stand. He says that Diddy is waiting to tell the truth about everything when he takes the stand, man. And this is gonna be, I'm telling you guys, bro, this shit. And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, man. Let's get the likes up, man. Now make sure you guys hit the like button and share this video this morning, man. This thing is going down, bro. There's no way, because his lawyer can only ask him certain questions. You know what I'm saying? His lawyer is going to ask him certain questions. His lawyer is probably going to ask him about all the people that was in the videos. And now you guys are probably, that he's taking that stand. I want y'all to think about this. All the people that they have in those videos, that trial is going to last probably about, the YSL trial is on 100 and something days. This Diddy trial, with all that evidence, y'all, with all those videos, y'all, you know how many witnesses they had to call up, examine, cross-examine, recall witnesses up. Diddy's going to testify and get on the stand where they're going to ask him about all those people that's in those videos. And Diddy's watching to see who's standing tall with him, who's snitching, who turning state. Oh my Jesus, man. Nobody knows where Diddy's mind is at right now, except for his lawyer and probably his immediate family. If Diddy takes that stand, which they say he's going to do, and he answers, they're going to ask him, they're going to say, well, Puff, why was this person right here? Or who was that person right there? They're going to ask him to identify people in those videos and ask. Now, again, Puff is going to say, I'm telling y'all, he's going to say it was all consensual. He's going to say that it was all consensual, that they all was using together. He's going to say he went to rehab for his problem, but Puff is going to say that it was all consensual. And when they name names, Lord Jesus have mercy. Now we see why 20 executives quit. Now it's reports that are out last night that are alleging, I'm going to repeat myself again, alleging that Russell Simmons is ducking potential, what should I say? How do you say it? I forget what they say. What you call it, from the feds to be questioned in this case. I forget how you say it. There was a report I read last night about that, allegedly. Now you see why people are going to get ghosted. This is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable, bro. And he's taking a stand, bro, and testifying. And so, bro, this is crazy, man. And so those videos, you know they're going to ask him about Justin Bieber. You know they're going to ask him about Ashton Kutcher. You know they're going to ask him about all those other people, the Kardashians potentially. All these other people that we've seen in videos with Puff or photos with Puff at these parties. Not saying that they were involved. Let me repeat myself again. I'm not saying to what extent they're involved. I'm saying that these are people that we've seen in photos at these different parties. Now, some people say, hey, I just went to the party, I left early, blah, blah, blah. But if they got you on tape in the other parts, he's going to have to answer. They're going to, bro, this shit is going to get crazy, bro. And they got to take this dude. And see, that's the thing I try to tell y'all. Puff, everybody keeps talking about Puff. Think about this, bro. Puff could have eliminated all those files. You know that he has a fireplace in his home. Once they came and swooped up Cassie, once that Cassie lawsuit came, Puff could have destroyed all those tapes he had in his home. He could have destroyed all the evidence in his home. He could have incinerated it, burned it, and then had it moved out. He didn't destroy or remove any of the evidence. And they went and got the tape, and the feds say that they have the crimes on tapes. So now that you got Diddy and his lawyer says that he is getting on the stand and he is going to testify and tell his truth in this story. The question is Puff going out like Nino Brown? Or is he going to go out and say, look, man, I ain't do nothing wrong. Everybody, that person, because they're going to ask about specific people. This is going to be one of the most detailed trials y'all have ever seen. They're going to ask him about secret people, right? They're going to ask him about secret people. And to the person in the comment section, let me answer that. He said, Hugh Hefner been having these for over 40 years. Do you have proof of that? Do you have proof of that? See, here's the thing right here, right? You can just throw people's names out and say, hey, man, this person did this person did that. You don't have proof of that. Here's the thing, right? Obviously, Hugh Hefner was doing his thing out in the open public, right? But here's the thing. Hugh Hefner, the way he was doing his business, he was doing his business in a legal light with consent. Not saying that he wasn't doing illegal things allegedly behind the scenes. Nobody ever lined up to sue Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner had his ducks in a row as far as he had contracts and all those other things for all those ladies that you seen coming into the, you know what I'm saying, going into the what you call it, into his mansion, right? So this dude actually had contracts, and the way he had set it up, he was smart. He set it up to avoid criminal prosecution. You understand what I'm saying? So now I want you to think about, I'm gonna say it again, right? There may have been some of the craziest stuff going on, and we may have a point. You see what I'm saying? But them dudes move in a different type of way, which is why they make it hard for you to catch up with them. See, let me give you an example, right? And then now, I'm not making no excuse for you or none of them guys, because I'm just telling y'all the truth. With Hugh Hefner, you would have never heard about Cassie. You know why? Because Hugh Hefner would have paid Cassie, and Cassie would have went away before any lawsuit or anything came out. Let me repeat myself again. With Hugh Hefner, here's the difference right here. The feds did not start messing with Diddy until the Cassie and Lil Rod lawsuit came out. Hugh Hefner, you would have never heard about Cassie. Shout out to Benny Montaga. Salute to you, brother. You understand what I'm saying? For the donation in the Cash App. I'm telling you guys, Hugh Hefner, you would have never heard about that. And I'm just being honest with y'all. Because Hugh Hefner, as soon as Cassie came with that, she'd have been paid. They would have never even came and went to court. Lil Rod paid, never went to court. So now you don't see any of the negative activity he got going on. They don't have it in the open. Diddy was like, nah, I ain't paying you. And then you sue him. And when you sue somebody in the lawsuit, the details of your allegations come out. So that's what happened. And the details were devastating. And Puff knew this was Puff's biggest mistake. And nobody talks about this. We're going to talk about this right now. His biggest mistake was he knew he had a tape that was out there that could sway the opinion of the general public if it ever got loose. And he still allowed his pride and his ego to not make him make a smart decision to pay Cassie. See, I'm gonna say this. When you have a video that's out, and you know you got a video like they had this out, once the public sees that video, that automatically shifts public opinion, and now nobody will believe you, regardless of you telling the truth or not. Because now you came out and you denied it at first. Then the lawsuit comes out And when the allegations from the lawsuit comes out, you settle within 48 hours. Everybody's going to be like, damn, hold on, why he settled in 48 hours? When all Diddy had to do is, before the lawsuit dropped, pay Cassie. So to go back to people like Hugh Hefner, Vince McMahon, all these other people, bro, them cats ain't moving like that. You see Vince McMahon got that lawsuit against him? It's crazy how nobody's talking about that. We've been talking about that. But, and I want to say this, he ain't settled with that chick. He fighting and saying he innocent. Diddy immediately settled with that chick. And then put out a statement that said nothing she said in the lawsuit was true. Right? Nothing she said in the lawsuit was true. Remember what he did? He settled it, and then he put out that statement through his lawyer and said that none of it was true. He gonna fight to clean his name. And what did they do? He did not know that Cassie had already did him dirty and went to the feds because it was criminal. So Cassie lucked up. Diddy settled out in civil, not knowing that Cassie had already given the information to the feds. And so that's how, then once Diddy put that statement out saying people was lying on him, a couple weeks later, boom, they dropped this tape on CNN, and now Diddy's done. Everybody's like, oh shit. Now it's in the public. Now you see all these other people lining up like it's a candy store, because everybody else see now, damn, this shit easy work, man. Let's go ahead and get our lawsuits now. So all those lawyers that were afraid to take any case against Diddy because Diddy had New York on lock. Remember, Diddy had the keys to the city. He had the keys to the city. And another dude with the mayor of New York, who is now indicted today by the feds. So Diddy had the keys to the city. He had all things locked on all levels, political, in all these different levels. He had it on lock. You understand what I'm saying? On each level, Diddy had this thing on lock, right? So music-wise, all of this stuff. So people was like, man, the lawyers, I ain't finna take that case and whatever. But when the Cassie thing came out and the tape came out, now it made it easier for people to come out. And now you got a lot of people, some people that's out here that just capping too. Y'all know people coming out here throwing D's on. I heard my brother 7-8 talking about it yesterday. He wasn't lying when he said that shit. People is out here throwing D's on this shit. Because now you believe, everybody believes anything people say because of that videotape. That videotape changed the image and changed your mind and doesn't make you believe anything Diddy said. And what you'll have people doing is, because for example, that boy, it was a boy who went past Diddy's crib and was saying, yeah, man, I seen all kind of underage chicks out here, blah, blah, blah. He straight up was lying on Diddy. He lived in that neighborhood. He stopped and told the news that shit and was straight lying on Diddy. Straight lying on Diddy. And he drove off, and then his mama came out and said that my son is lying. He ain't see a damn thing. He's a liar. So you had people that was throwing D's on that shit, trying to get popularity or be seen or just trying to be funny, which this ain't a time to be funny. So now when you got all these different people that's coming out with allegations, it's hard to decipher who's telling the truth, who's capping and throwing D's on it, because you got people that's coming out saying stuff happened 20, 25 years ago now. And maybe some of them are true. Maybe a lot of them are true. But maybe a lot of these people is lying and capping and trying to get $1 too. So you always got to be fair and have an open mind on both sides of the spectrum when you're looking at this situation. So when the brother said, hey, well, ticket, they ain't saying nothing about Hugh Hefner, that's because Hugh Hefner would have never let the Cassie situation happen. Hugh Hefner would have never allowed the situation with Cassie to happen. That would have never happened. ever, that situation would have been shut down with Cassie. Straight up. Straight up. That situation would have been shut down with Cassie. Never happened. And I need everybody to understand that. Shut down. You would have never heard from Cassie. You would have never heard from Lil Rod, and there would have never been Fed investigation. See what I'm saying? Notice, y'all, that people will sue before they come and go to the notice people will sue and notice people will sue you guys. I'm gonna say it again, man. Try to get your money and go to the civil court before they even think about pressing charges on you and take you to criminal court. Right? So the people, they want their money in that order before they looking for justice. That's why it makes it hard for people, and they say, man, I don't know if I believe this, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I believe this. And I'm just telling y'all what the truth is. Right? But now that Diddy's lawyer is saying he gonna take the stand, bro, this should change everything, bro. Everybody is shitting bricks. I promise y'all they shitting bricks. That Diddy's lawyer is saying that he gonna take the stand and testify. Because now everybody, again, that's in that system, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say something else. Diddy thought he was a part of them. And the reason why I said, and that's a good statement by Jenny Velez in the comment section. Diddy thought he was a part of them, y'all. What do I mean? Diddy thought because he had the money, he had $1 billion, he was a billionaire, he had big status, he thought he was on their level. They said, nah, black man, you ain't on our level. You underneath us. Sit and stay in your place. So that's why when Diddy thought I can go sue y'all for defamation, or not defamation, for discrimination and blah, blah, they said, oh, you think you really can go against us? You ain't what you think you is, boy. We'll put you in your place, boy. That's how they felt towards, and Diddy found out, damn, they really ain't rocking with me like that. Like they don't look at me like that. They look at me just as a Negro from the ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? They don't look at me as no businessman, no global icon, no dude that can stand in the rooms with them. You feel me? So when Diddy gets on that stand, bro, and they put the videos in front of his face and all this evidence in front of his face, and they ask him about all these different things. Because remember, y'all, when your lawyer allows you, this is why lawyers they rarely allow you to get on the stand and testify. That is a no-no. Let me tell y'all this. That's the last ditch effort, is when you have to get put on the stand. So when your lawyer says that they're going to let you get on the stand and testify and open you up to what they call cross-examination, y'all, which means that the prosecution, now that you've put Diddy on the stand, can ask Diddy any and everything about every piece of evidence they collected in this case. Now Diddy has to speak. He's forced to speak on any and everybody that they have identified on those tapes. They will come at him hard. They will try to get him off his kilter. They will try to make sure that he is not on point with his answers. They will try to cross his words up. They're going to try to have a field day when Diddy gets up on the stand. And what they're going to try to do is get him to slip up. I'm talking about the prosecution. Now, the defense is going to say, look, Diddy, they're going to try to ask him, obviously, why you had the cameras there. They said it was over 250 cameras, allegedly. And tons of tapes. Diddy may say, well, everybody knew that my house had cameras in it before they came in. They was all informed of this before they came around me. Diddy could say that. And then when they asked Diddy, well, what's the nature of this person being in your house doing this on the tape? Oh, well, and now he's going to have to explain that. So now that directly puts Diddy in the crosshairs because they're going to ask him, if they got senators on those tapes, if they got mayors on those tapes, governors on those tapes, preachers on those tapes, former presidents on those tapes, actors on those tapes, athletes on those tapes, which they do, because all he partied with was celebrities. Now he got to speak on why those people were there, which that could open up, depending on his testimony. Listen to what I say. Depending on Diddy's testimony, could open up an investigation into others, depending on what he say on the stand. Will he go Nino Brown? Now, for you guys who don't know what Nino Brown did, Nino Brown ran a criminal organization, which Diddy is being accused of using his company as a running. Nino Brown in New Jack City, he got caught up. He basically got caught, and they basically had an undercover go within and penetrate his criminal enterprise, collect intel, flip certain workers, and then come back and build up a case against Nino Brown. Then Nino Brown was arrested, and Nino Brown went to trial. And when Nino Brown went to trial, Nino Brown said, I'm not going down alone. I'm taking all y'all with me. So Nino Brown, he went to court and said he was taking everybody with him. That's the thing nobody knows except for Puff's immediate family, how he's thinking right now, and his lawyer. So will Diddy get on the stand and take everybody with him? That will be the biggest thing you've ever seen before in your entire life. If Diddy gets on the stand and takes the entire industry with him. Think about this. If he wasn't going to do that, he would have pled guilty and said, nah. But if he's getting on the stand to testify, and they have certain things on video, he's going to have to answer those questions to why those people were in his parties, his presence, doing certain things that they say that they have on tapes. And so TMZ, for you guys who are just coming in here, y'all smash the like button, share, subscribe. TMZ just released a report through Diddy's lawyer. Diddy's lawyer announced that Diddy will get on the stand and testify in this federal case. And I'm going to read y'all what the actual article says so you guys will understand. It says that huge news in the Diddy criminal case. He's waiting to defend himself in the federal courtroom, and he will take the witness stand to tell his story. Now, Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, appears in a new TMZ Studios documentary, The Downfall of Diddy, The Indictment, which is dropping soon on Tubi. He told TMZ that Diddy cannot wait to testify in court. Now, it goes on to say, this is a risky move. Diddy is going to be able to tell his side of things, but he's also going to be able to be cross-examined in obvious topics include Cassie video, the infamous freak off party accusations, where he blew up a car belonging to one of Cassie's execs. And also, it says that his lawyer acknowledges. So Diddy's lawyer is acknowledging that this is a huge gamble, but says that there's no one better to defend Diddy than Diddy himself. His lawyer also says that Diddy's lawyer involves love, hurt, and eventual heartbreak. That's the key word, y'all. That's crazy. It says our documentary chronicles Diddy's indictment and defense, plus a ton of issues that have not yet surfaced, said TMZ. And so the person said that this person in the comment section, you guys don't know how the law works. So let me explain this to you. You said Eric Adams, mayor of New York, has been indicted. Nobody's saying why. Well, first of all, we've already reported that on the channel last night. If you subscribe to the channel, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel so that you get the updates, because I will be doing round the clock coverage on this whole thing. This is one of the biggest trials in our history. So, you know, I want to make sure we document it piece by piece. But I want to say this, sir, that's how the law works. When they get you late at night, they don't reveal the details of the indictment that night. They detail them pretty much the next morning, the same way they did with Diddy. So what happens is the feds come with the indictment for your arrest. They pick you up, and then the next morning they have a press conference. They're having a press conference this morning, and they will unseal the indictment to the general public in the morning, like they normally do when they get you that night. And they will read his allegations against him in front of the world today against the mayor of New York. So the mayor of New York's allegations, probably in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, his allegations will be unsealed. His indictment will be unsealed, and we will be able to read everything they have on him. And now we're going to see if he's even going to be able to be the mayor, because they may do the same thing they did with him to Diddy, which is lock him up and not give him any bail, or he may make bail, depending on what the severity of his charges are. Now, I think personally he's going to make bail because, first of all, he's a sitting governor. Second of all, unless they can try to show that he has witness intimidation and stuff, all those things they was trying to bring against Diddy in his bail hearing, they used those to hold Diddy down. Witness intimidation, they was saying that they had him doing, calling witnesses, all this other stuff. If they don't have this on Mayor Adams, which is why they seized his cell phones, if they don't have that, or they don't have no, they probably will let him out on bail until his trial, being that he is an elected government official. See what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. That's why another person asked me yesterday, yo, why is the alleged killer for young Dolph in the courtroom wearing regular clothes? That's because he's on trial. He hasn't been convicted yet. So yeah, they have him in jail, but when he goes to court, they cannot have him looking like a criminal in court, and he hasn't been convicted of any crime. So they have to have him looking normal to the courtroom in his normal clothes until the trial is over. See what I'm saying? So they had somebody send those clothes to him, and they said, why wasn't he in cuffs? That's the reason why he isn't in cuffs in the courthouse. Now, when you're convicted, now they go put the cuffs on you and all the other stuff. And now you can kiss those other clothes goodbye. You're never going to see those again. You see what I'm saying? Unless you're going to get out. So that we're going to find out the years that Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, who gave Diddy the keys to it, we're going to find out how many years in prison he's facing. He may be facing life in prison. With his charges with the feds, him and Diddy may be facing life in prison. And I'm going to tell you something. He ain't going to be the only one. It's going to be a lot of other people that are indicted by the feds surrounding all of these different situations. I'm not saying it's going to be connected. I'm saying surrounded with all of these different situations, man. You know what I mean? And so now, again, you know, you're putting this on Diddy in court to testify in all these different, and you never know if they come to Diddy saying, hey man, you got anything on these on these government officials? What do you got on this guy? What do you got on this guy? This guy was in a video here doing this. Will you have any information on him? You got this? Maybe they might be investigating other cats, trying to take them down. We never know. We never know. We never know. Right? So just letting you guys know what's up, man. Just letting you guys know what's up, man. And letting y'all know what the situation is, man. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody should be locked into that and know what's going on with that. You know what I mean? And that's just so all of you guys know what's up and y'all know the situation, right? And so the brother Quan says Sean Combs is innocent. Sir, you have the right to feel that way. Nobody says you don't have a right to feel the way you feel, sir. Hey, everybody, see, that's the beautiful thing about this world. You all have a right to feel how you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? The case has got to play out in court. You know what I mean? You have a right to feel like, hey, you're innocent, you're guilty. You shouldn't be demonized however you feel. These cases cause beefs. They cause war between people. They cause all kind of foolishness that don't need to happen. You can agree or you can disagree. It's cool. We all gonna find out when it gets to court. When it gets to court and they gotta bring that evidence out and he gets on the stand and he testifies, it's gonna be right there in front of the world. So we can say whatever we want to say now. I can say whatever I want to say in my videos of how I feel. You can say whatever you want to say in your comment section how you feel. When they go to court and the evidence come out, now we're gonna see who is actually right in that situation from what we're speaking on. That's what we're going to see. And so the fact that, and I'm telling y'all, normally it is a last ditch thing to allow, it is the most dangerous thing that you can do in a court, is to allow your client to testify. Anybody who's ever been to court or been in the court system, especially against the feds, that is the last thing you want to do, is put your client who is being prosecuted on the stand. You do not want to put him on the stand because you don't know what the prosecution is going to serve up to this guy. Because they're going to come at him hard. And trust me, when Diddy gets on the stand, he will be on the stand for over 20, 30 days. Going through all the evidence. Especially when they come with superseding indictments against this dude. With more charges. So remember, they're going to ask him about all the different evidence. They're going to ask him about the alleged arson. They're going to ask him about the beatings that they say they have on tape. They're going to ask him about all of these different things they're saying, right? Is what they're going to ask him about on the stand. He's going to have to answer all those questions. And here's the thing. If they get Diddy lying, they can set him up to lie by basically, getting him to maybe deny something, and then they come back and got evidence of it. You know what I'm saying? Now that destroys him on the stand. So let's say they may set you up and they may not bring out that piece of the evidence first. They may set you up. They may do like they did. If you guys remember the O.J. Simpson case, remember how they did Mark Fuhrman? And y'all smash the like button, man. Let's get the likes up to over about 2,000-3,000 likes. What they did to Mark Fuhrman in the O.J. Simpson murder trial, for you guys who are old enough to remember that murder trial with O.J. Simpson, they put Mark Fuhrman on the stand, the police officer, and they asked Mark Fuhrman. Mark Fuhrman, now mind you, Mark Fuhrman did not know that they had tapes and evidence that he was a racist. But they asked Mark Fuhrman, and this was a big thing that changed the entire O.J. Simpson trial, because Mark Fuhrman was the lead detective on that case. So if your lead detective is a racist and they can paint him and prove that he's a racist, and also prove that he potentially could have planted evidence because his racist bias is what drove him. Now, he doesn't know you have evidence. They called him to the stand. They asked him, Mark Furman, have you ever used or ever in your lifetime used the N-word when describing black folks? He said, nah, I've never done that before. Okay. Have you ever referred to black folks as monkeys or whatever? Like, nah, I've never said that before. And you know what happened? You know what happened? Right? And y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, man. Like the video, share the video. You know what happened, y'all? Tell y'all what happened, right? I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, right? Right? They played them damn tapes. After he got off the stand, they played those tapes and proved he was a liar. And that changed the entire case. So Diddy, he's gonna have to watch out because they're gonna try to trick Diddy and say, well, Diddy, did you have anything to do with this arson right here? If Diddy goes and says, nah, I didn't have nothing to do with it, I had no knowledge, and then he steps down and then they play evidence that he, actually did it, he's done. That's why this is the scariest thing, because you don't know what they have in the pocket. You don't know what other evidence they have. Like, for example, if you're watching the Young Dolph trial right now, look at all the different things they brought in the trial right now. They brought phone call records, phone records, all of these different things they brought to link up. Video evidence that we never even seen before, that we never knew existed. They brought all of this to the court after they did their investigation. They brought all of this to the trial. This trial is going to be finished with today, the Young Dolph trial. 4 days and they done in this trial. Because they came to court with all the evidence from every angle to seal the case. They got witness testimony, videos, phone evidence. Case over. Right? And they could put the murderer in the same outfit coming out of his home. So with Diddy, when he takes the stand, like his lawyer said he's going to testify and take the stand. Now, he can't lie when he gets on the stand, because if he does lie, he don't know what type of tricks they have and evidence they have against him. Right? So again, you guys have to remember, this is the same thing that happened in the O.J. Simpson trial. Same thing happened in the O.J. Simpson trial, where O.J. Simpson, they asked the detectives and the forensic people, did they collect the evidence correctly? And they was like, yeah. And then they proved in court that they did not collect the evidence correctly. And that they was doing it like that in court, emphasizing that they did not collect the evidence correctly in the O.J. Simpson murder trial. And that just destroyed the case from Marsha Clark. That just destroyed her entire case. Her and Christopher Darden case got destroyed in court because OJ's lawyers came with unrefutable evidence that destroyed that case. So what the prosecution is going to do, they're going to use the evidence they've collected against Diddy to counter what Diddy is saying. And they're going to use that to try to trap Diddy and ask him trap questions. This is what happens when you agree that you're going to get on stand and testify. So now, once they start asking you about your relationship with certain rappers, what's your relationship with this actor right here? What was your relationship with this woman right here who is now big time famous singer, actor, all of this? Did she give you consent to make this video? And then boom, out of nowhere, they call her on the stand. Ma'am, did you have consent? Did you give consent to make this video? No, I didn't. Boom. That's going to weigh heavy on the court. Right? What's the extent of your relationship with this guy and him being over here? Right? So all of these different things are going to be asked. Senators, mayors, presidents, and they may ask him about something about a current former president that's running for presidency right now that Diddy had photos with and was in pictures with and may have been in videos with. You never know. You never know what the feds are going to ask this dude. They may ask him about past pictures that he's had with past presidents, videos he may have with them. Again, there's a names that keep coming up of famous actors and famous just all kind of stuff, celebrities. See what I'm saying? Diddy's gonna have to testify on all this if he take the stand, bro. You know they're gonna ask him about all those executives that was over him. You know they're gonna ask him about all those music artists that was at these parties with him over these years. Bro, they got over there. I heard they got damn near 100 witnesses now. 100 witnesses? They're probably going to ask him about all the witnesses that have testified against him, people who said that he did these things, that's cooperating with the government, who turned on Diddy, who was standing right beside Diddy consensually. But now, since the feds come, they agreed to turn on Diddy and try to testify against this man so that they can save their ass. It's going to be interesting to see how Diddy handles that. That's what you guys are going to see. That's what you guys are going to see. Right? And I think people need to understand that. Right? Now, somebody says Trump can exonerate him if he's elected. Let's talk about that real quick. That's a 50-50. And the reason why I say that's a 50-50 is because it could be, or Trump can look at Diddy and say, well, you helped me not get elected last time because you endorsed Joe Biden. Sometimes Trump takes shit like that personal. Sometimes he takes stuff like that personal. He'll say, "Oh, you help get Joe Biden elected, man. Nah, stay away from me." See, these are the type of things y'all got to look at. He may go that route. You never know. Or he may say, "Oh, we cool. Yeah, I got you." Or he may say, "You helped get Joe Biden. You came out and endorsed Joe Biden after you and me were friends." See what I'm saying? So he may look at that and say, "Nah, I don't want to pardon you." Or he may say, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to pardon you. I'm going to look out for you." So that's why I said it's a 50-50. You know what I mean? 50-50. You know what I mean? And even now, before Diddy got indicted, he wasn't out here endorsing Trump. So you got to look at those things too. He wasn't out here endorsing Trump before he got indicted. So you got to look at these. Before he got, arrested. So you got to look at those things too. You just never know, man. It's like right there. It's a 50-50. You never know. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, you know what I'm saying? He could look at it like that. Oh, that guy never endorsed me. I showed him love, and he didn't endorse me. He went and endorsed Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And so, again, you know, you never know how that goes, man. But this shocked me. Well, it didn't shock me because I pretty much knew that's the only option he had. Because, either that or snitch on everybody and take a plea and get a lesser charge. You know? Because, if he testifies in this case, bro, they're going to try to trap him and get him in lies, bro. I promise y'all this. On everything I love to y'all, they're going to get Diddy, try to get Diddy in every trap possible on that stand. That's what they're going to try and do. And he's going to have to be ready for all of it. That means that he might take him down. Ramon John says 90% of your content is about Diddy, but you're here 90% of the time. So thank you, sir, for your viewership, and I appreciate that. And I hope that you keep watching, sir. It's called Ticket TV. I talk about what the hell I want, when the hell I want, how the hell I want. And if you don't like it, you know what you can kiss, sir. You know what you can kiss. Period. And I'm not going to argue with you. I'm a grown ass man. Right? You can go back and look even before Diddy. Ticket TV been doing numbers. But this is one of those trials that's groundbreaking, like the O.J. Simpson case was. You get one of these a lifetime. I've been able to see two. Wasn't able to report on the first one, which was the O.J. Simpson trial, but will be able to report on this one. These are trials that will be in history. This will forever be in the history books, the records. All of these videos, all of this coverage, people can forever come back and watch this whole coverage and see how this whole thing plays out from both sides, from the people who are pro or against. See, my brothers, they can go say something that is opposing or different, think different than what I say. And I'm not going to hate them for that. I'm not going to disrespect them for that. Because I know them. I don't know these mofos we talking about. So I'm not finna let a dude that I never spoken to in Diddy or all these other dudes come between a dude that I chopped it up with a lot for a lot of years. Or a chick that I may be been cool with or been tight with for a long time. Not gonna happen. I'm a grown ass man to play these petty ass games. And again, I talk about what the hell I want, when the hell I want. Grown ass man. You understand what I'm saying? Respect that shit, playboy. Straight up. You know what I mean? But I know one thing you'll never see me do. You'll never see me disrespect my brothers. You'll never see me disrespect and turn down on my sisters. And the people that always show love and supported me. Regardless if I agree or disagree with them. That makes the world. If you just agree on everything, bro, I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? You know what I mean? Straight up. So you take that shit down the block around the corner somewhere. It don't work with me, dog. Again. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man. So they're saying that Diddy's going to testify. Hey, shout out to my boy 7-8, man. Shout out to him. Jay, you know what's up. Salute to him, man. And the whole LDBC already know, man. He been over there giving game on this shit, too. Y'all need to go subscribe to his channel. He been giving game on this whole situation, too. He giving y'all the other part of the whole game, which is showing y'all how devious some of these chicks can be. And I do agree with him. I agree with him. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all again, I don't think that all these chicks is coming out here and telling the truth. I don't think so. I think a lot of them was down with the play. I think a lot of these mofos out here that was out here capping and down with the play. I truly believe that. And I think that now, since the feds come, now people don't turn around and say, nah, now you was with it, but now you're going to turn around and turn state or turn fed and turn witness against this dude. Fuck out of here, man. That don't make you no right than what you was before. Right? So think about that. Shout out to Hank. He said it's about to get dark. It's already been dark. It's already been dark. It's already been dark. You know what I mean? It's already been dark. You know? But you know, at the end of the tunnel is always going to be light. The question is, do you make it to the end of the tunnel? That's what we got to pray that you do, that we all do. You know what I mean? But, you know, Puff, like I said before, man, it's going to get very interesting, man. So I'll be back later on. You guys let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe. And also, man, y'all make sure y'all check out our next video. I'm gonna put the link in the description box below. So I salute to all of you guys, man. And I'm gone. Peace. I'm gonna wait and see what's going on with the actual indictment charges against Eric Adams. I'm interested to see what they charge this dude with in about an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And smash the like button, man. Let's get over about 2,000-3,000 likes, man. Peace, y'all. I'm gone.